All right, so I'm doing part 2 of the little kind of review drill that I've been doing on Buoy, where I'm working on walking her with an item, a distraction item, so that way I can kind of correct a lot of her main things like jumping and leave-its. Pulling just a little bit. So last time we took a toy with us. This time I'm taking one of her big steel items. The first real kind of test was just carrying the mask around, carrying it in my pocket beside her. And that's something we've done before. So she did pretty good with that. But a lot of the times when you see these disposable masks, they're just like laying around. Leave it. Yes. Good girl. Let's go. That was a good leave it from me dropping it from my hand. But another thing I want to make sure that I practice with her is we're going to walk past it. So I'm going to let her forget about it for a moment. Let's go. And I want to be a good actor. I want to convince her I forgot about it too. Because Buoy's a really smart cookie. And I noticed that sometimes if she thinks I'm not paying attention or thinks I won't be fast enough to correct, she's a little more likely to do whatever behavior we're working on, which is definitely not unusual. I've seen so many dogs that are like that. They're crafty. They know when you're not looking. So I try to fake her out as much as I can and pretend I'm not looking when I really am. So as we walk past, I'm really trusting her a little, but I'm ready too. I'm ready to correct on the prong. Yes, good girl, Buoy. Very good. I don't know if it's just because it's so hot, but she's doing such a great job today with her loose leash. You ready for a nap, Buoy? Very good. That was awesome, Buoy. Yeah, because even if I don't give a verbal leave it, let's go. The difference with the way that I've been practicing like leave-its with like items like this, masks or trash, I try to very rarely ever let the dog have it. And when I do, it's just I put the item in the dog's mouth, usually let them hold on to it for just a second, and then leave it. And then we'll make them do like leave it or drop it. I never want a dog to just like have free reign with like a mask in its mouth just because of the choking hazard and stuff. Let's go. Yeah, she looks so tired. We'll get her some water and air conditioning inside. But yeah, so like I said, when I'm training with toys, I'm a little bit more generous about when like the leave it turns into like an okay, you can have this. Because when I have her look at an item like a mask, I want kind of the overwhelming thing to be, no, I can't have this. But when she looks at a toy, I know sometimes dogs can get really confused when you never give like the okay for a toy or when you're always saying leave it for toys. Sometimes they can be a little nervous about taking it. Good girl, Buoy. So I don't know, I just try to adjust, like I just try to do leave it drills with different items and scale kind of the ratio of how much I'm allowing the dog to explore and have that item versus like how much I'm helping the dog realize, okay, this isn't always leave it versus this is okay when you tell me leave it. I don't know if any of that makes sense. But yeah, so I'll kind of finish up her walk here. Yes, give her a break inside so she can play with some of her toys. Yes, Buoy.